Emily, and I am here to give you a review on the Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions Symphony Concert. Woo! It was fantastic. Alright, so, to those who do not know anything about this at all, I am a huge Pokemon fan. I've been playing the games ever since I was a little tot, and I'm still playing them. And I am absolutely in love with Pokemon. I wish, if I could live in some type of video game universe, it would be the world of Pokemon. I don't know exactly which region, but I'll figure that out sometime. But I know Pokemon. That's my first option. So, anyway, the Symphonic Evolution Symphony Concert was absolutely amazing. And to those who don't know exactly what it is, it's basically it's an orchestra symphony, and it's showcasing all of the music from all the Pokemon games, from first generation, red, blue, yellow, to now, which would be X and Y. And as you can see, I'm cosplayed as Serena from Pokemon XY. It's definitely one of my favorites of the Pokemon trainer so far, and I love her. I did wear this to the Pokemon concert. Yeah, I did. I was cosplaying. So, anyway, the Pokemon Symphonic Evolution concert was absolutely mind-blowing. If you have not gone yet, you need to go right now. You really need to go. Check out the website. See when they're coming to a town near you. If you have to drive an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to get to it, and you're like that diehard Pokemon fan, you really, really, really want to see it, I will tell you right now, it is worth it. From where I live, Racine, Wisconsin, we had to drive up to Milwaukee, which was maybe 45 minutes to an hour drive. I'm not 100% sure, but it usually is 45 minutes away to get to Milwaukee. And it was well worth it. It was fantastic. I can't say that enough. Fantastic! So our concert in Milwaukee was held at the Riverside Theater. A very beautiful venue, very gorgeous. It's been around for a while. And it's really funny because when I first stepped in there, I'm like, wow, this is kawaii. I've never been to a theater like that before. It was absolutely beautiful. Kind of reminded me of Phantom of the Opera. I was kind of looking around, peeking around to see if anything would pop out, but no. It was absolutely fantastic. So, first of all, let's just talk about the concert as a setup as a whole. They will be playing music from every single generation of Pokemon there is, and that goes for the actual Pokemon adventure games, not like Pokemon Stadium or Hey You Pikachu! Did anybody else have that game? I thought it was so cool. You could talk to Pikachu. It was on Nintendo 64, and you could talk to Pikachu and tell it to do things. So you could be like, Pikachu, let's go fishing. And Pikachu's like, Pika, Pika! And then you'd go out to the lake, and Pikachu would throw out his little rod and stuff. Anyway, that is not here nor there. It's a very old game. But anyway, all music from the actual Pokemon adventure games are played, all generations, all the way through, blue, yellow, red, all the way up to XY, which is present. And if you are debating going because you missed maybe a generation here or there, or maybe you haven't gotten all caught up with Pokemon, and if there's any doubt in your mind about it, put that aside. Don't even worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. You're going to be there to enjoy beautiful music. There were a couple games I hadn't played. I actually didn't get to play Gold and Silver. And I did not get to play all of Pearl. I want to say Pearl. And the DS game. I didn't get to play all of it. So I missed out a little bit. But I can always go back. And you can too, and it just doesn't even matter. You're still going to enjoy every single piece of music that is played. So anyway, I just want to go ahead and talk about the whole overview of the concert. First thing you got to do is you got to get your tickets. Prices for tickets range from $35 to the $75 range. Now, originally we were just gonna go with the standard $35, oh, put us wherever seats and stuff, but we didn't. I went with my friend Albie, and we're both super hardcore Pokemon fans. He's got like this awesome Pokemon tattoo on his arm, and it's the coolest thing ever. Guys, like, yes, it's so cool. And then there's me, who's like in love with like anything Pokemon and love it. So anyway, we both decided to go together, and we wanted to, we did a little bit of splurging, okay? We went ahead and we got box seats. Box seats, yes. OX box seats. They were on the right side, right up on the stage. Like, you could literally peek over a little bit, and you'd see, there was like this huge, big-ass speaker there, and then you'd see like the whole stage right up underneath you, kind of. It was so awesome. It was the coolest thing ever. We were that close. I've never been that close to anything ever before like that. And yeah, box seats are absolutely worth it. If you can afford it and you're like that diehard fan, go for it. Even though the other seats are totally fine as well. I went to visit my friend Dan and his friends, and they were in the second balcony section in like towards the back row. Those seats were perfectly fine too. You can still see everything. I don't think there were any bad seats in that whole auditorium. So it just depends on your budget, how much you want to spend, and where you want to sit. So do it. It's really cheap. It's worth it for the evening. I want to say the whole performance was like an hour and a half, and with the 20-minute intermission in between. So that's pretty good. I think it's definitely worth it. So, first thing that happened when you got in there, you could see all the merchandise. They had posters out for $20, and it was like the standard poster with the little Pikachu in his conductor gear and all the other little Pokemon around him. They also had Pikachu plushies that were so cute. It was like the size of like a little baby human. It was pretty huggable. It was so worth it. But they were $40, and that's a little bit too much, So I had to pass up on Pikachu. That's whatever. I'll see him again. Maybe this year for ACEN or Anime Milwaukee, I'll pick another one up. That's totally fine. But the Pikachus were super cute. If you have the extra money, definitely Pikachu. They also had Symphonic Evolution t-shirts, which I really wish I got one. I really wish I got one. Everybody had their shirts on. It's like everybody bought one of those shirts as a souvenir. And I really regret not buying a souvenir. Please get a souvenir if you do. Posters were being signed at the end of the night by the conductor, who's awesome, and the whole, like the coordinator of the whole Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions gig. Like, he was also signing as well. So it's nice to get a poster. As you can see, I already have too many posters up, so I couldn't go that route. But it definitely gets you a souvenir. You're going to really regret it like I do when you leave and you don't have a souvenir. So anyway, first thing we do, we get into the Riverside Theater. It was a really nice atmosphere. You could probably talk to people, meet some new friends and stuff. This is how cool the crowd was. And speaking of the crowd, I didn't know what to expect. I was thinking there were going to be like little kids there. I wasn't really thinking there'd be people like too much older than like our generation, the kids who grew up around like 90s and stuff. 90s kids right here. But it actually wasn't too bad. Like, I saw a lot of people who were definitely in our age range, so like 20s, mid-20s, stuff like that. I did see some people in their 30s and 40s and 50s, and some parents bringing their kids. So it's definitely a mixed crowd. So anyway, the crowd was really, really nice. Like, don't think you're going to be the oldest person. They're like, I'm not going to go because I'm 25 and I'm too old for this. No, that's stupid. No, you really need to go. It's that good. And you should feel comfortable. Everybody was donning all their Pokemon gear. People had their Pokemon hats on, Pokemon t-shirts, and there were actually a couple other cosplayers. I saw 2 other Serenas. They were super adorable. And I saw a couple of other Pokemon trainers. Some Team Rocket, some Team Magna, some Team Flares. Like, people were super serious about this, guys, and it's totally fine. If you want to cosplay, I encourage you to go out and cosplay, because people are going to be like, can I get a picture with you? Yeah. Once we checked out the merchandise table, we went up to our seats, and it was so freaking fancy. There was this big guy, who's like kind of standing by the entrance to go up into the theater, and he's like, oh, you have a ticket. So we handed him the tickets. He looks, okay, follow me. And then he started walking up the steps, and I'm following him, and I'm like talking to my friend Albie. I'm like, this is so cool. Yeah. So he led us to our box seats, and he's like, you will be right here in the front row. Concert! Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the actual concert itself. So we're sitting in our seats, super excited for it to start. When is it going to start? Oh, it's like 7 p.m. right now. When is it going to start? Oh, it's 7:05 right now. Yeah. I'm not going to say they were running late, but it takes time to get these things working. So anyway, we're in there chatting, looking at people, checking out all the cosplays, because we're in box seats, so we can just like kind of look around. Okay, you see us up here? Yeah. You look cool. You look cool. You look cool. We were having so much fun in our little box section. But anyway, so the concert itself, when it first started, all the lights dimmed down. All the orchestra members were already on stage as they were still setting up, And then the conductor walked out, and I was like, oh my god! I've never seen a female conductor before. I know that sounds really bad, but I've never been to symphony. I've only seen them like on TV or like movies and such. But I was just like, oh my god, this is a female conductor. And her name was Susie. I didn't catch her last name, but she was really cool. And she said it was her second concert performance. Well, conductor performance in the Midwest. So, yeah, second. So, anyway, she came on stage. They had this blow-up Pokeball. The conductor signed it. And then she's like, hey, Milwaukee, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, we're Milwaukee. And then she, threw out the Pokeball into the crowd. And everybody's all like, boo, 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 pushing it up and back and forth, playing beach ball kind of for a minute. And she's like, you guys might want to keep that. So, of course, somebody, tossed it towards the stage, and it happened to bump off the end and landed in the front row conveniently for the girl who was sitting in the front row, so she snatched that ball up. And yeah, she got it. So, anyway, that was just kind of cool. I was hoping they would have, tossed it way over here in the box seat in the corner, but they didn't, so. It's cool, whatever. Anyway, she came out, introduced herself, and then the whole orchestra got started, and it was fantastic. The first song they opened up with was the traditional Pokemon theme, and it got you pumped so badly. In the background, they had, a projection screen. They showed all the title screens from every generation of Pokemon games, starting with blue, yellow, and red, and it just went all the way through. And it just got you pumped up. Everybody's just like, yeah, let's do this. Pokemon is starting. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We were so excited, ecstatic. So, anyway, that was the first song, and everyone was like, woo, yeah! And then we started with Generation 1, which is, of course, red, blue, and yellow. The first song we started out with was Pallet Town. And to those youngsters who don't know, Pallet Town is the first town you start out in any Pokemon game, which is, like I said, first generation. And this song hit me, in the heart, because Pokemon Yellow was one of my favorite games as a kid. I played it so much, and to hear the music come to life, it's something you wouldn't even dream of as a child. And when it actually is happening in front of you, it's something you would never forget. All the memories came back to me. The memories of just talking to my mom in the house, like in the game. Like, and mom's just like, oh, so you're going on an adventure by yourself. Have fun. And you get that freedom as like a little kid, which is crazy. Pallet Town, the first song, really kicked things off for an amazing concert to follow through. And I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some of my favorite songs from the whole symphony so far, just to cut time. I will be talking about each individual song kind of over on She Attack a little bit more in depth. So please go ahead and check that out, sheattack.com. Pallet Town was definitely... Everybody knows this music. Everybody knows this song. And when you hear it in real life being played out so beautifully, God, you'll love it. You will love it. Alright, so second favorite song of Generation 1 was absolutely the Prepare for Trouble. So Prepare for Trouble, Double Trouble, forget the exact name of it, but you know what I'm talking about, like the Team Rocket music that started to play. Oh my god, love it. Love it. So on screen, you're watching it, it's happening, you're in the headquarters, you have to battle that Giovanni guy who pissed me off so much. As a little kid, I was not that good in Pokemon, and it was... I remember I had so much difficulty trying to beat that guy. Like, all the emotions came back to me hearing it and just watching the battle happen. And it was fantastic. I actually do have footage of that I'm going to link down below so you guys can check it out. But that was definitely my favorite thing. And I remember spending so much time hearing that music over and over and over again as I'm trying to get past that level. But yeah, that was definitely one of my other favorite songs from Generation 1. Generation 2, like I said, that was the one game I didn't actually get to play. I don't know. But there's a beautiful, beautiful song in there, and it was the Tale of Two Towers, I want to say, or the Tale of the Towers. Holy crud! This music was going hardcore. It was so heavy. When the music first started, it was super heavy. It had a flow. If you've played the game, you'll know what song I'm talking about. But the orchestra was just beautiful. Everyone's going. You got I'm on the saxophones, or you've got all the violins going. Everything was fantastic. The guy on drums, boom, boom, boom. And just to give you a little bit of an idea of what you're actually seeing, is like you're seeing clips from the gameplay itself, and then it also kind of flashes into the orchestra members as they're playing the music, and it kind of flips back and forth, but you're getting mostly the gameplay. And during this, every song fits the gameplay perfectly. Well, the gameplay fits the song perfectly. So it's literally like you're on your little adventure throughout this whole thing. Your eyes are visually stimulated as well as your ears. I don't know who did the editing, but they did a perfect job on it. It was very, very interactive. You know, they wanted us to cheer when the Pokemon would defeat the other Pokemon in one hit, and they wanted us to laugh, and everybody grimaced when they picked Bulbasaur as their mate. Things like that. And then they picked Chespin too, and I was just like, but why do that? Why does everybody hate grass-type Pokemon? If you like grass-type Pokemon, comment down below. I mean, I don't hate them, but I would just rather go with fire or water. Just saying. So, anyway, back to the Tale of the Towers. This song was hardcore. The symphony was just, they were playing the mess out of their instruments. Beautiful song. It makes me want to go back and play this game. The music was on point. And then there was like a breaking point in the center of it where it picked up a whole different vibe. It kind of had like a Western folk music type of vibe going on for a little bit, and I loved it. I agreed amongst my friends, like, this was one of the more interesting songs of this track, so definitely peep that one. If you can, like, find it online somewhere, listen to it. It is absolutely fantastic. That was definitely one of my favorites to hear of the whole night. I believe after, like, the third generation, they went and took intermission, which was like 20 minutes long. So I went around, mingled with friends, and yeah. Shout out to my friend Dan and his friends, because they were like super cool. Hi! So yeah. So intermission hit, and this was the chance to go ahead, take a break, get some water, grab some alcoholic beverages if you want. But I didn't do any of that. I went and I mingled with friends. Dan, hi! He might be watching this. So anyway, after intermission, they played the Pokemon Center theme, which was another one of my favorites as well. It kind of slowed down the melody because the song before intermission was a little hardcore, but it was fantastic. I like hardcore, so that hardcore means good. All right, so moving along through the other generations after that, another one I'll definitely need to pick out was Farewell, and that was in black and white. That was towards the end, wherein releases his Pokemon out into the wild. It was so sad. I remember looking back into the game, and all the feels and emotions were there, and it definitely was no different with the symphony live playing my dreams out in front of me. Beautiful melody, but it wasn't too sad. It wasn't too bittersweet. But it did kind of make you feel a little sad afterwards because it was over. And he let his Pokemon out to the wild, but at the same time his Pokemon wanted to go out and help other Pokemon and live its dreams and stuff. So it was much needed. But yeah, anyway, beautiful melody, beautiful, beautiful song. That was Farewell from Black and White. Really got me. Really got me, yeah. Then we finally moved on to X and Y. And XY has beautiful music, by the way. I believe they played 4 songs from X and Y, if I'm not mistaken. But the song that really, really got me was an Eternal Prison. And you guys know the song. Ah! When you meet the big, scary mountain guy, I think his name was AZ. I'm not too sure, but anyway, he tells his story. He finally opens up and tells this story of why he is the way he is and what happened before. And, like, I got so many emotions playing this game. I was, like, crying and tearing all over the place. And I teared up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a little bit as they're playing this song. And, I actually really would love to see that. Like, if they put that in, like, a video or something, or some type of animation, I would love to see, like, Pokemon, World War Pokemon, whatever it's called. I don't know. The Pokemon battle, I would just love to see that. Anyway, back to this song. I would say that was the one thing that really, really, really got me throughout all of the generations of Pokemon. That really hit home because it was so sad. Yeah. But yeah, so Eternal Prison was definitely another one of my favorites of the night. And of course, they also played Professor Sycamore theme, and it was, I loved it. And the background video to this part, whoever was playing, they finished their Pokedex. They had caught all, I want to say, like 791 Pokemon in the world. That's probably way too many. Probably didn't calculate that correctly. But anyway, so the professor's saying, this is a huge achievement. You've caught all of the Pokemon. You caught them all. And it was just such a glorious moment. And the music, Professor Sycamore, the music itself is really badass. It was so cool. And the symphony just, like, nailed it. Oh my god. definitely one of my favorite tunes of the night in terms of vibe. It really kind of still got me pumped. Like, yeah, let's go Pokemon concert, but it's ending soon, and this is probably the last song, but you know. Anyway, it wasn't the last song, but that was definitely another one of my favorites. So those were my top picks of music from the whole symphony. Your favorite song will probably be there. They definitely picked the handful of songs that were going to make a beautiful, beautiful symphony for us, and they absolutely succeeded. They really, really did. And then they ended with an encore of 2 songs. Okay, the first song was one that they definitely want to give back to the fans, and it's no surprise, but it was Gotta Catch 'Em All. So everybody was belting out the words. They told us, we want you to sing to this. We want you to participate. So of course everyone's out there like, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Everybody was jamming to it, and it was extended, yes. So everybody's singing in unison until it got to the second part, and people are like, I don't know the words to this chorus, though. You know, I know the words to the chorus, but I don't know the words to this whole verse. So everybody kind of drifted off until the chorus would pick up, and we're like, Pokemon, gotta catch them all. I loved it. Everybody loved it. It was the best. It was the best thing ever. Thank you so much for that encore. And then the second song was a very special gift from the creator, and I won't tell you what that was. So that means you need to go out and see this concert. It's absolutely mind-blowing. If you have the chance, if you can make it out, do it. Go there, hear it out. It's fantastic, and you definitely won't regret it. Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions. You need to go ahead and check it out. Take the extra drive, spend the extra money, go see it. You're gonna be sad if you don't. You know, if you go by, whether you go by yourself, you're surrounded by so many other Pokemon fans that love everything to do with Pokemon, and it's gonna really like fill your heart with so much joy and happiness. So yeah, that's kind of like my little review. If I had to rate this on a scale of 1 through 10, it's no surprise. Like, I would definitely have to give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Alright, so definitely go ahead and check it out. If you can't make it, cop yourself a DVD when it comes out. Or at least a CD. Like, I don't know if you're like this, but I'm one of those people that, like, I love hearing renditions of music I already love and symphony versions. I'll take it. This is my first symphony, and I absolutely loved it. I would totally go again to another, like, video game related symphony. Would I go again to a Pokemon Symphony? Hell yeah! I would go next year. If they bring it back next year, I'm totally going. There's no question about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I will totally go again and see it again. And who knows, they'll probably have different music. But, yeah, we were also thinking it would be really cool to see, like, a Harry Potter type of symphony. Like, I don't know, like, I love it. I love it now. I'm hooked. I'm so hooked, and I just want to say thank you to the creators and the masterminds behind putting together this whole symphony thing, because it got me out of my home into Milwaukee, which I never actually go to Milwaukee, but it got me out of my home, got me around other Pokemon fans. I had a fantastic evening, and I absolutely loved it. It's so worth it. If you can go, go. Alright guys, well that is my whole review. Please check out sheattack.com. I will be doing a write-up of this, and I will be discussing such and such more things in detail. If you do have any questions, comment down below. If you yourself went to see this symphony, comment, let me know how you liked it. Let me know what your favorite songs were. Yeah, I'm like dying to hear from you guys. Alright, so I'll see you all next time. Check out sheattack.com. My article will be going up soon. I'll put a link down in the description bar below. Alright, bye!